Breaking news this morning in Georgia. Another one of Donald Trump's co-defendants in the election interference case taking a plea deal. This is former Trump lawyer Jenna Ellis in court this hour.
Is it your decision to waive these rights and enter a guilty plea because you are in fact guilty?
It is.
So she is the fourth co-defendant and the third in just a week to take a plea deal. Joining us is NBC News senior legal correspondent Laura Jarrett. And also with us by phone is MSNBC's Katie Phang. Laura, this just happened moments ago. What more do you have on it?
Yeah, really unexpected. Another significant plea deal. We see in court Jenna Ellis just moments ago getting emotional, apologizing to the people of Georgia, telling the judge she was essentially led by others down this wrong path and saying she regretted her representation of the former president and all of the things that she did along with others, including Rudy Giuliani, which she is now pleading guilty to, essentially making false statements in front of the Georgia Senate around December of 2020. She goes forward. You might remember one of those infamous press conferences. They were standing before the Georgia Senate talking about dead voters, talking about other false statements that they believe they were on a quest to try to find voter fraud. But apparently the state disagreed with them, and now she is pleading guilty. This, of course, is enormously consequential because she, as Anna pointed out, is now the fourth person to plead guilty in this case. You can see there the others, including Ken Chesebro, also Sidney Powell, other members of the Trump legal team. So again, Anna, this is an insider. This is someone who can speak to the conversations in and around before and after the election. What did the former president say? What was his intent? Those are the things that she can speak to. And they now have a fourth cooperator, somebody who has agreed essentially to tell the full story, to come clean about what she knows. In return, she gets a reduced sentence, she gets probation, instead of having to have served time behind prison.
And Katie, she was also part of this whole fake elector scheme, right? So how does this impact Trump's case specifically?
Yeah, well, Anna, think about it. So now you not only have, Kenneth Chesebro, Sidney Powell, two top Trump lawyers, but now you have Jenna Ellis, who was also a top Trump lawyer and a top Trump campaign lawyer. And how does it affect Donald Trump? Well, Donald Trump can't sit pretty for very long. If you look at the new charging document, Anna, that Jenna Ellis has pleaded to this morning, it concerns specifically testimony provided before the Georgia Senate, as Laura just mentioned, but it implicates as well directly Rudy Giuliani and a gentleman by the name of Ray Smith. Now, putting Ray Smith aside on, footnote him in a second, but Rudy Giuliani now has yet another flipped co-defendant in Fulton County that has implicated him. And you and I both know that any of that proffer that has already been given, that recorded statement that's been given to DA Fani Willis, had to have value for them to give her a probation offer for this particular charge. So now Rudy Giuliani is getting more pressure, and that in turn is going to lead to more pressure on Rudy Giuliani to flip against Donald Trump. Now we're working our way up the food chain, and listen, we've jumped a couple of rungs in that food chain ladder in terms of important co-defendants. But this is significant because I had just been speaking to Joyce Vance, an MSNBC legal analyst, about who was going to flip. And she and I were both saying, you know what, there's a lot of people that are left, 16. But Jenna Ellis is the one who's been complaining the loudest and the most publicly about how the fact that she felt she was left in the cold because her attorney's fees weren't being paid. And so you were seeing a future trial that has yet to be set for any of those remaining now 15 co-defendants, and a very long slog for somebody like Jenna Ellis. And so you know what? She decided, I'm going to cut my losses now. I just want to note for you, inside the courtroom, Jenna Ellis was crying, and we had some video of that, but also she was hugging her defense attorneys, and she was also shaking hands with the prosecutors. And so, look, she's had a conversation with them. What she said is left to be seen, but we're definitely going to hear from her if somebody like Donald Trump goes to trial.
Okay, and we're looking at the video. Let's listen in to what she said in court moments ago, taking responsibility.
If I knew then what I know now, I would have declined to represent Donald Trump in these post-election challenges. I look back on this whole experience with deep remorse. I have taken responsibility already before the Colorado bar who censured me, and I now take responsibility before this court and apologize to the people of Georgia.